Hello and welcome. I want to do this quick overview of what to expect on our very first day of classes so when Monday comes, you are all prepared to start English 10 off on the right foot. Hello, my name is Miss Erin Hall. If you are emailing me with questions, please make sure it is the erin.hall@charahoe email address as opposed to Mrs. Dana Hall. There are two of us, so just make sure that when you are asking questions, you are asking the correct teacher. Your Canvas page will look similar to this whether you are in my English 10 CP class or my English 10 Honors class. It just has a different border at the top essentially. These classes will be different coming down the line, but for right now they're going to start off the same way so everybody in 10th grade can help everybody else as we navigate this crazy start to the school year. So a couple key things. Your Canvas page is going to look a little bit different than usual because you'll see on the top left-hand corner that there is a navigation feature for Zoom. So since we are doing hybrid learning on Mondays, where everyone is distance, you are going to open up this Canvas page and click that Zoom link to join us to the start of your class on the very first day of school. A little unorthodox, I know. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys all in person later in the week. But to start out with, Monday morning, you are hitting that Zoom link and joining our Zoom course. Now, there should be no password, but there is going to be a waiting room for you. And then I'll be checking the roster to make sure that everyone is there as you're in the waiting room. When you're in the waiting room, you can feel free to click a little further into our Canvas page. So by clicking Monday Distance Learning button, it's going to take you to the agenda to access what we're doing in class today. So your agenda page is going to change every day, and every day is going to start out with an attendance form that's going to be linked right there. There it goes. At the very top of the page, attendance. Make sure you are completing this in the first 15 minutes of every single class. If you do not complete it within 15 minutes, you will be marked absent. So even if you join us at the end of class, you need to do the attendance form because that's going directly to PowerSchool. If you don't, your parents will be getting a phone call, so you'll know if you did or did not. Now, you're doing the attendance form whether you are in my physical classroom or at home. So that's going to be one piece of consistency as we navigate the rest of this school year. And then you'll also see a button at the top of the page that says Distance Learning Recap. So essentially, when we all get together via Zoom or in person and you miss class or you miss that first welcome, you can always watch a little video of what we're going to be covering in class that day to make sure that you can catch up without asking a ton of questions on your own time. If you are absent, you are expected to go back through the Canvas page, find the page that has the date of the class you missed, and follow the course of the agenda to make sure you're making up that activity. Now you can see this is the page we're going to be looking at on Monday for the first day of classes. Nothing is linked there, and technically you can actually access this right now. It's not 100% published because I don't want anyone going in and starting this work ahead of time. But what you'll see on Monday's agenda is a list of things that I want to get covered before we launch into in-person learning Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So there's that lengthy list of tasks that we're going to complete. The only thing that we're going to be doing together as a group is going over the syllabus. There's a video linking for that in the activity. So if you miss that, you can always access it in this activity at the bottom. We're going to be going over syllabus and norms as a full group on Zoom on Monday. And then you're going to have some time to explore this bottom activity kind of at your own pace. All those tasks you're actually going to complete within this image. So by clicking around, all these different images are linked to Google Forms, to documents that give you some information about what to expect when you return to Charahoe, to some Flipgrid so you can introduce yourself. So some fun facts about me as your English teacher. That way we can get to know each other a little bit more before we start out the school year as opposed to, it was different in the spring, of course, as we all had a chance to get to know each other before we left, and now you're going to get a chance to know me and your peers before we even enter the school building. So again, you don't have to open up Google Docs or anything. You just have to click around this image right here, and that'll answer all the information and help you complete all of the tasks above. And that's going to be a self-paced activity. So again, if you're overwhelmed and know it's tough on the first day of school, you'll be able to complete all these activities kind of at your own pace, grab a snack, be able to talk to me on Zoom if you have any questions. But otherwise, again, that's kind of going to be at your own pace. It's also really good practice as we focus on our learner qualities this year, being self-directed learners, making sure that you are completing all of the tasks by the end of our class period. None of this is really literary content here. Again, it's the same for both honors and CP classes. But it is really important so we get to kind of a foundation of what to expect in my classroom, whether you are learning with me virtually or in person, before we really dive into the content. So I'm really excited to learn with you guys. I'm really excited to see you all virtually on Zoom on Monday. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or you're stuck on getting into the Zoom room, please feel free to send me an email, or you can sign up in advance for our Remind app and be able to kind of like text me essentially, but through the application. So again, reach out if you have any questions. So Monday, I look forward to seeing you all. Yes, I expect to see you with cameras on our first Zoom call for the first day of school. Looking forward to it. You can do it.